Hey, what's up? Welcome to the first part of what they should have taught us in schools. This video is about how I found my passion and how you can find yours. Somewhere between 100,000 to 35,000 years ago, evolution added a uniform 6-layered sheet consisting of radially deployed neurons called the cerebral neocortex. Then came thoughts and an everlasting quest for thirst for fulfillment, satisfaction, happiness, purpose, meaning, to name a few. For ages, humanity's only purpose in life was to find shelter, food, and safety from predators. They collectively achieved this over a period of time to get to where we are now, where food is just 5 minutes away. They were so anxious about being eaten or struck by lightning for so long that it gave birth to what we call anxiety now. Once they started forming communities and started living in groups, they were much safer. But now, everyone had to belong to a group or community, or else they might get eaten or struck by lightning and die. These tribulations brought about what you call a need to belong, a need to fit in, and a constant worry in your head about what others think of you, and to be constantly aware of how you come across to another person. Does all this seem familiar to you? Well, after all, these traits were hardwired into our DNA and they were passed down from generation to generation. All these traits were really essential for humanity to survive. Fast forward to the millennial 21st century of TikTok, these primal feelings and traits have evolved, and instead of helping human beings survive, they've turned on us and they keep us from being happy, calm, and they sometimes keep us up at night. So you might be wondering what all of these things have to do with purpose or finding purpose. What I was trying to imply is, with all these fillers inside your head and all this noise, your mind can get muddy and keep you from realizing what actually makes you happy, because what makes you happy is your purpose. So the first step in order to find your purpose is to start taking account and closely monitoring all your traits and lose all the noise. Now you've got more storage space and some RAM freed up in there in your brain. Now you can closely monitor what actually makes you happy. The second step, after you've cleaned up your brain, freed up some space and clutter, the second part is the most interesting and fun part. You go out there and you say yes to every opportunity that comes along your way. A part-time job, a full-time job, a community, a group, a society. Say yes to everything, try everything out. So essentially, when you experiment enough and say yes to every opportunity, you start meeting a lot of people out there. Now, most people are on their own journey to figure things out. This one day, I asked a 94-year-old man outside a supermarket what he thinks the purpose of life is, and he said, "I have no clue." But then he did go on to tell me that life is all about not hurting other people, helping people where you can, and the likes. My point being, everyone is figuring it out. But if you ask the right questions, you might learn a thing or two from everyone you meet out there, good and bad. These are basically cheat codes to life. You can make use of their experiences accumulated by trial and error so as to avoid something, or even start copying what they did in order to fast track a process. So go out there, experiment, meet, speak, accumulate, apply, repeat. This is just like watching documentaries or reading a book, but it's more practical and more fun because you're also living life along the way as the main character. Now that you've accumulated real world experiences, your brain is used to a lot of feelings, a lot of experience, newfound knowledge, algorithms, softwares. Now, if you start reflecting, somewhere along the way when you were having those experiences, there must have been something, some sort of activity that made you lose track of time. You did not even yawn a single time. There you go. that's probably your current passion. The punchline though is that passions, they never stay constant. Just like people, they change as well over time, because one of the biggest human thing is to get bored. Passions keep on changing over time, but if you really work hard on your current passion, you can build it up so much so that it helps you go figure out your next passion. It might even help you support yourself and make you some money while you move on to find that next thing that makes you lose track of time. So that's it for this one. Onward and off you go. Try to do something that makes you lose track of that damn time. The clock is ticking. Do not tick-tock it away. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for your time. Peace.